Hello guys, welcome to new video. In this video, we are going to find XML external entity vulnerability on OS top 10 room in TryHackMe. So we have already solved injection vulnerability, broken authentication vulnerability, sensitive data exposure vulnerability. Let's move ahead to XML external entity vulnerability. It is also called as XEE as well as XXE. Okay, as you can see, I have already launched my machine. So we have already assigned one IP, that 10.10.21.183. If you want to launch your machine, you can simply click on start machine button. Task 12 contains basic information about XML external entity vulnerability. So an external entity attack is vulnerability that abuses features of XML parser. It often allows an attacker to interact with any backend or external system that the application itself can access and can allow the attacker to read the file on that system. They can also cause denial of service attack or could use XSE to perform server-side request forgery. It is also called as SSRF. You can simply go through this all the theory part and scroll down below. So there is no answer needed for this task. You can simply start the machine, and after starting the machine, it is asking that deploy the machine attached to the task. So we have already deployed it. I am simply going to enter completed to complete this task. Okay, so we have completed task 12. Now let's minimize this and open task 13. Okay, in task 13, you can see in the title XML means extensible markup language. Okay, so they have explained about XML. So XML is markup language that defines a set of rules for encoding documents in a format that is both human readable and machine readable. It is markup language used for storing the transporting data. It is same like a HTML. HTML also consists of multiple tags. XML also consists of multiple tags. It is a well formatted language. Okay, you can simply go through all of this theory part, and after that answer the questions below, like a full form of XML. As we can see in the title, XML stands for extensible markup language. Simply use here extensible markup language and click on submit button. Now it is asking, it is compulsory to have XML prologue in XML document. Okay, so it is not compulsory to have XML prologue in XML document. As you can scroll up, scroll up, there you can see this less than question mark XML version and encoding. This is called as a XML prologue, and it is not mandatory. So you can simply use here no as an answer and click on submit. Then the third question is, can we validate XML document against a schema? Yes, we can easily validate XML documents against a schema. So our answer will be yes here. Simply enter the answer and click on submit button. Okay, this answer is also correct. Now next question is, how can we specify XML version and encoding in XML document? As per second question, we already know that XML prologue is used to display XML version as well as encoding. So use here XML prologue. Okay, so if you scroll up, you can see it is mentioning that version of XML is 1.0 and encoding as a UTF-8. Okay, so simply use XML prologue and click on submit button, and now this answer is also correct. Simply minimize this task. Now let's move ahead to task 14. This task 14 contains DTD. DTD stands for document type definition. A DTD defines the structure and the legal elements and attributes of an XML. Okay, so they have explained about structure of XML language. You can simply go through all of this theory part. Now our first question is, how do you define a new element? Okay, so if you want to define any element or any entity, you can simply use explanation mark first. So I am simply using explanation mark and element and click on submit. So this is how you can define element. Our this answer is correct. Now it is asking, how do you define a root element? So root element is defined by doc type. So use explanation doc type and click on submit. Now entity is also defined same like element. You just need to add explanation mark, thereafter use entity word. to define the entity. So use here explanation entity and click on submit. Okay, so our this answer is also correct. Now let's move ahead to task 15, minimize task 14. Okay, in task 15 they have explained XSE payloads. So in first payload they have explained how you can print your name by using this XML payload, and in next task they have explained how you can display content of any particular local file on our target system. Like they have explained how you can print /etc/passwd file on our target system. Okay, so we are going to use these payloads in our next task. So you can simply go through this theory part and click on completed button. Now minimize task 15 and let's open task 16. Okay, so in task 16 we need to perform these payloads practically. So our first question is try to display your own name using any payload. Okay, so first of all we need to print our name using this payload. So we are going to use here attack box. You can use your Windows machine as well as Linux machine too. So our attack box is starting. It will take some time to launch your attack box, so I am simply fast forwarding this video. Okay, our attack box is started. You can simply use enter key to exit from this. So simply use enter and you will be exited from this window. Now our first task is to display our name by using XXE payload. So simply open Firefox for that and copy our target machine IP. So it is 10.10.21.183. We cannot copy paste directly this into our attack box. So for that we need to use clipboard option on attack box. So we have already copied our IP address. Now in attack box there is a one button in middle. Simply click on clipboard icon and paste that IP. Then again select it and copy it by Ctrl C and simply close that clipboard. Okay, so this is our target side and here we need to upload our payload. So our first payload is to display our name. So copy our payload from task 15, use clipboard option here, paste our payload by Ctrl V, again select this by Ctrl A and then copy by Ctrl C, close that clipboard, paste our payload, change first name and last name as you want. There is one entity name called feast. You can use any entity name you want. I am just keeping it as it is. So instead of first name Falcon, I will try to use my name Shubham, and let's change last name too and click on submit button. If we are successfully able to print this name, then the site is vulnerable for XXE attack. So after entering into full screen, let's click on submit button and it is displaying my name, means this site is vulnerable for XXE attack. So this is how you can perform this XXE vulnerability. Now just extend task 16. So we have completed task question first. Now let's move ahead to question 2. So it is showing that see if you can read the /etc/passwd. Now we need to display the content of etc/passwd. As per task 15 they have already given us payload by using which we can easily display content of /etc/passwd. So copy this, open clipboard, select everything by Ctrl A, then paste by Ctrl V, again select by Ctrl A, copy Ctrl C, close the clipboard and paste that payload. Now if you enter submit button, it will display content of /etc/passwd. So simply click on submit button and after scrolling down below you can see it is displaying content of /etc/passwd. Means we have solved this question also. Simply click on completed. Now next question is what is the name of the user in /etc/passwd. So default users of any system contains in /home directory. So in the last line you can see there is one user called Falcon whose home directory is /home/Falcon. So this is our target user. As you can see, home directory of Falcon user is /home/Falcon and it have shell of /bin/bash. Okay, so in answer type user as a Falcon and click on submit. So this answer is also correct. Now next question is Where is Falcon's SSH key located? So default users are located in slash home directory, and their keys are located in home directory of user. Uh, in that there will be folder like .ssh slash file will be like id underscore rsa. So simply use here slash home slash falcon, and folder will be like .ssh, which should contain id.rsa file slash ssh key file is a id underscore rsa. So simply enter that here. You can google this too. After entering this, click on submit, and our answer is correct. Now last question is, what are the first 18 characters of Falcon's private key? We already know location of private key. Now let's try to print content of that private key. So simply extend our attack box by entering into full screen mode. We have already copied payload to print slash etc slash passwd. Simply paste that payload again and remove file slash etc slash passwd, and instead of that use location of id underscore rsa file. So id.rsa file is in slash home slash falcon slash dot ssh slash id underscore rsa, and after that click on submit button. After submitting, you can see it is displaying RSC key. Okay, this is beginning with MIIE, so we need to copy 18 characters from this. So simply select 18 characters and paste it into our answer. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 18. Okay, 18 characters are up to A7. Now copy this, paste it into clipboard, select everything by Ctrl A, copy by Ctrl C, exit from full screen, and paste it into our answer and click on submit. So we have successfully solved this XML external entity vulnerability challenge on OS Top 10 Room. Now if you want to terminate our attack box, you can simply see a switch like terminate machine. So simply click on that, so it will terminate your instance. Now terminate machine by clicking on terminate button. Hope you like this video. If you like this video, then don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe to my channel. And also, if you are interested in learning ethical hacking, bug bounty hunting or penetration testing, you can simply enroll into my course. I have given the course link into the description. You can just check it out. Thank you for watching.